Kinson, Kapiolani, and Kalakaua. You're looking live at the Hawaii Convention Center. Teams, and now specifically here to the 18U final. 90 teams, 2 have made it to the championship match here at court number 4 of Hawaii Convention Center here in downtown Honolulu. Along with Lori Santi-Tipos here courtside, and Lori, 2 teams that are very, very familiar with one another.
Very familiar. You're going to see a lot of red today on both sides of the net. The cream has risen to the top, and it comes in the form of 2 ku'ikahi teams. The 7 teams playing the 18-year-olds today. Familiarity will be the theme in this final, so it should be really fun to watch. Some really, really good college-bound players in this final.
And for more on these 2 teams that know a lot about each other, here's Billy V.
Thank you very much. As a matter of fact, these 2 teams are so familiar with each other, they practice in the same facility at Honganji Mission School over in Nu'uanu. All right, 17s versus the 18s for Kuikahi. I talked to the head coach from the 17s, and Kaino Obri says he's told the team this in the semifinal leading up to the match. Find your rhythm. That's the key to make sure that they continue on point after point. But when we're talking point after point, on the 18 side, it was... find each moment and make each moment separate. So in other words, when they get the point, they celebrate it and they move on. Or if they lose the point, they got to let it go because that next serve is coming right next. Lori Tiff, we'll send it back to you.
Thank you much, Billy. And again, over 300 teams, 358 to be exact. And again, this 18U final here at the Hawaii Convention Center. And again, 2 teams that are just so familiar with one another.
Yeah, and it's a really, I mean, you think about it, it's fascinating that these 2 teams came out on the top. This is a huge tournament. It has become a great event here in Hawaii, and the fact that these 2 teams got through all that. They've played a lot of matches today on their 4th match of the day, so lots of volleyball been played here. But it is time to celebrate every point, as Billy V said, and both the coaches said in this final.
Both teams that come in undefeated. The 18s team had a very tough semifinal round where they went to 3, whereas the Kuikahi 17s team seeded number 8 overall. Kuikahi 18s was number 2 overall. And like you said, 3 days of competition. This is the 4th match in the last 6-7 hours or so. So a lot of tired legs, but 2 teams that are just very excited to be here at the final.
And a lot of young legs too out there. Come on, Tiff. So they'll be rallying up for this. You know, it's always interesting in Hawaii, of course, such a tight-knit volleyball community. So obviously a lot of these players have played with each other in high school. They're seeing each other across the net, sometimes on the same side of the net. So there are a lot of little side stories here, and you can bet this will be very competitive. They've played each other 3 times. The 17s have gotten the better, but according to Kanoa Obri, who runs the club, right, he's a Kuikahi guy, the 18s have had the edge a little bit in practice lately, so it'll be interesting to see how this turns out.
Very interesting for this championship match. Crowd filing into this court, number 4. We'll take a break, come back with more from the Hawaii Convention Center right after this.
The Trans-Pacific Volleyball Championships 2025 are brought to you by 7 Gen Culture, Hawaii Tourism Authority, and these sponsors. Congratulations to all the participating athletes.
You see the corner of Atkinson, Kapi'olani, and Kalakaua, the Hawaii Convention Center, our final destination for the final day, day number 3 of our 2025 AAU Trans-Pacific Volleyball Championships, hosted by 7 Gen Culture, a tournament that has featured 360 teams, the largest youth indoor volleyball event in the Pacific. Teams from Hawaii, the mainland U.S., Canada, and many Pacific Islands have converged here to Honolulu for our final day, the 18s U final. 90 teams in this U18 tournament, the Kuikahi 18s and the Kuikahi 17s. But first, with this tournament that features a global reach through media and a lot of cost savings for this local families as well, we will toss it over to our halau for a performance. Mahalo to the Polynesian Cultural Center Halau for that amazing hula performance. We'll take another break, come back with more from the Hawaii Convention Center right after this. Just a beautiful shot there of Waikiki. You see Diamond Head in the distance. The 2025 AAU Trans-Pacific Volleyball Championships hosted by 7Gen Culture. And we welcome you once inside here to the Hawaii Convention Center here in downtown the Honolulu. Tip Wills here along with Lori Santi. A very familiar two opponents. They play for the same club team. One's a 17s team, one's an 18s team. We're here in the 18s U final. It started with 90 teams in the bracket.
The Trans-Pacific Volleyball Tournament
as we head to the starting lineups.
Championship game. And here we go. Allow me to introduce to you the participants for tonight's game. Introducing first the team of a Kuikahe 17. Introducing first, wearing number 1, Maddox Taniguchi. Introducing, wearing number 2, she is Bailey Nakanule. Wearing number 7, she is Anaura Red Glenn. Introducing, wearing number 10, she is Poema Kalama Kingma. Introducing number 14, she is Kae Shaw. Introducing, wearing number 16, Kealoha Lani Cox. Number 17, Kaya Hadlock. And the head coach of Kuikahe, Kainoa Aubrey. Introducing their opponents across the floor. They're also representing Kuikahe. They are Kuikahe 18s. Introducing first, wearing number 4, she is Kyla Kalama Bojet. Introducing wearing number 16, JC Miyazaki. Introducing number 7, Aaliyah Hoffer Sanders. Number 8, Sydney Kennedy. Introducing number 9, Kahealani Moriwaki. Introducing, wearing number 12, Callie Piper. And number 15, she is Journey Tang Silva. And the head coach of Kuikahe 18s is Jared Yamamoto. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's time to play volleyball.
Our 1408th match over 3 days, and it comes to a close here. The 18U final here, the 2025 AAU Trans-Pacific Volleyball Championships hosted by 7Gen Culture. And Lori, we talked about two teams that are very familiar with one another, two teams that practice in the same gym, 17s, 18s, bragging rights on the line today.
Absolutely. You obviously saw the same, right, little juice gathering in the middle. So, yeah, lots of familiarities we said. But, you know, whenever you're in this kind of a venue, culminating in a final after that many matches have been played, I mean, it's exciting. It's also exciting and sort of speaks to the level of Hawaii volleyball, right? You know, we've talked about the amount of teams in this, 90 teams just in the 18s girls tournament here alone. So, cream of the crop here, risen to the top.
17s U, who will be on your left, they have not dropped a set this entire tournament, whereas the 18s U team They had to go to 3 in that semifinal match. They defeated a very good squad as they made the championship match. We had to wait for that one. It finished about, maybe a half hour, 35 minutes ago, defeating Spike and Serve, the 16s team. As you see their head coach, Jared Yamamoto, on that 18s team. Two teams, again, that are very familiar with one another.
I asked Coach Obrey if he had any secret plays for his 17s. He said no, it's all the same.
All clear is given as Hunter Leniak will blow the whistle, beckon for serve. Nahanua puts it in play. We'll wonder right here from the convention center to the middle will go from Sydney Kennedy off the dig, out of bounds. 18's up early, 1-0.
Interesting, it's been the 18s that has been really the dominant team in Ku'ikahi's sort of club history, right? They're the team that's actually, won most of the tournaments. But this season, the 17s has really risen. The middle of Kennedy, maybe a little bit of an edge to the 18s middle hitters in this match.
Diego Lilo put her serve into the cross court. 17s will go to the right side from Kalachak. Nice dig backer there from Lilo for the 18s. From Kalama Badgett, she'll go cross court, kept alive. Kalama Kingma will roll it cross court, and she will score, quickly tied at 1.
Kind of a difference here, Kalama Kingma, with this sort of roll shot, right, kind of around the corner. Nice change of pace, and of course on the other side, you've got Kalachak. A lot of pace, right? State champion from Kamehameha Schools, Kapalama, MVP of the tournament.
Nice float serve from Chalk, received nicely from Miyazaki to the middle, will go to Kennedy, rolls over, dug back row. From the left side, Cox double blocks from Kalama Badgett and Sydney Kennedy.
I know Obrey talking about Kea Cox and how dynamic she's been in this tournament. Set a little bit tight, nice job on that right side, right, with that double block. Familiarity sometimes leads to that, right? You kind of know what that hitter's best shot is.
After gets the serve in play, tip shot there from Cox, free ball over. They'll do it again, 17's on the left side. Offhand scoring Kalama Kingma from that right side pin, 2-all. Again, just so much familiarity we heard about from Billy V earlier. The 17s want to talk about rhythm, whereas the 18s are talking about finding each moment and celebrating each play. That's the libero Maddox Taniguchi gets her serve into the cross court. Left side will go to Kaniho. Finding hands, 18s back in front, 3-2. Seesaw back and forth so far.
Nice little tempo set right there, and Kaniho right there found the seam. Both teams will run a little quicker offense, right? They're trying to get that ball out quickly. Both these setters, very good.
So there from Moriwaki gets it in play. Free ball over, kept alive. Left side will go to Kaniho off hands. Double block there for the 17s from Hadlock along with Cox.
Hadlock and Cox, Iolani and Punahou, they played against each other more than they have played together, but in club, school doesn't matter, right?
Kalama Kingma goes cross court, deals the ace. First lead for the 17s at 4 serving 3.
Kalama Kingma giving you a look at her sort of repertoire.
That tough cross court serve just fell right off the table. 17's their first lead at 4, serving 3. Serve will get the 18s out of system. They'll get a swing left side. Kaniho rolls it over. Nice back row dig there from Taniguchi to libero. They'll pop it over in the free ball. Opportunities that will go high. Can the 18s convert? To the right side it will go. Badgett blocked, covered nicely there from Moriwaki. Again, it'll go right side. Kalama Badgett denied access. Cox along with Reed Gillett.
That block showing up on that 17 side. And that was nice play in that back row by Moriwaki to keep this in play, but building a house on that 17 side for Kuikahi.
Reed Gillett with that solo block. 5-3 early on lead for the 17s. The middle would go. Hoffer Sanders dug cross court. Left side will go to Cox off the hands. Opportunity coming for the 18s. Roll over there from Kalama Badgett. Picked up back row. Left side will go to Cox. Hits it long. No touch. 18s trail, 4 serving 5.
Good swing, aiming for that back corner. Just missed it by about 6 inches. Cox trying to calibrate from that left side.
Journey Tang Silva will check back in for the 18s. Again, led by head coach Jared Yamamoto. Isla Kalama Badgett puts her float serve cross courts. Keeps it in play, bumps up with the left side. The Kealohilani Cox rolls it over, kept alive. Middle will go. Heifer Sanders finding success through the middle. We're all tied at 5.
That's a really, really nice set. 18's that second kill coming out of the middle. Offer pretty talented, gets off her feet quickly, really athletic.
Floats her there from Kalama Badgett going into the crosscourt yet again. Back row will go to Chalk. Tips it over Moriwaki at the dig. Left side will go to Kaniho, goes crosscourt off the dig of Chalk. 17s will go left side to Hadlock. Through the hands, it will fall. Rather, that was Kealohilani Cox on the kill left side.
Saw Cox with a couple misses right there. Just takes a little off, keeps it in play. Kea Cox has been playing really, really well. Played at Punahou this season in high school, of course, and one of the Fab 15 right here in the state of Hawaii. But tell you what, she has been dynamic in this tournament.
Cox puts her float serve in. 17's lead early, 6-5. Middle attack there from Heifer Sanders. Off the dig of Taniguchi in transition. They'll go left side, and Kalachok just taking over left side pin.
A lot of firepower in that 17 side of the net, right? And you see the 18s going more towards the middle, right? Trying to keep that block honest on the other side. Lots of touches so far here for Kuikahi 17s.
Kealohilani Cox again puts her serve in play. They lead early 7-5. Right side to swing that from Kaniho off hands. 17s keep it alive. They'll free ball it over. Opportunity for the 18s. On the left side, Tang Silva right into the double block. Again, Reed Gillett there, along with the setter Nakanilua.
Got the sense they knew what was coming, right? They had to hit her up, but they planted that. Nice job by Nakanilua on that post. Really set that block.
3-0 run for Kuikahi 17s. Again, the floater goes cross court, kept alive. Left side will go to Tang Silva, off the hands. 17s will go again left side to Kalachok, goes off the hands. Some miscommunication back row there from the 18s. A 4-0 run for Kuikahi 17s.
Been pretty methodical. And then I think the difficulty on the 17 side is, I mean, you look at just that firepower along the net. Maybe giving that edge. You feel like the liberos, both back row for both these teams, really good.
Both these teams seated in the top 8. Had the bye in the round of 24. Fourth match of the day. 17's lead early 9-5. From the right side goes Kaniho off the hands, free ball it over. Opportunity again for the 17s, or the 18s rather. Middle attack there from Heifer Sanders, kept alive. Chop, smart shot into the block as they will recycle the points. The back row will go, rolled over there from Cox. Here come the 18s. The middle again, and will go to Heifer Sanders. Blocked straight down there from Reed Gillett. That's already her third block.
Yeah, it's been pretty unbelievable. Even that back row play, especially by Maddox Taniguchi, the libero in that back row for the 17s. And again, they've gone to that well quite a few times in the middle for the 18s. That's something obviously in their game plan. And that time, the rejection.
Timeout early on called by Kuikahi 18s. Their head coach, Jerry Yamamoto, you see him talking to his squad. Again, 2 teams, 2 coaching staffs. They're quite familiar. They've been together for the last handful of years. And this early 5-0 run for the Kuikahi 17s team as they lead early on 10-5.
You know, it's been kind of interesting to watch. We've seen Cox had a couple errors early on the 17 side, but she's starting to find her range a little bit. Been impressed with Heifer Sanders on this side, right? If you're the 18s, you're looking at that middle, a little undersized, but super dynamic off her feet, but they need some outside pin firepower on the 18 side.
And again, every coach is going to tell you you've got to win the serve and pass game. Right now, the serve and pass game being won by the younger Kuikahi 17 squad as we come back to live action. Again, the floats are put in play. The left side swing there from Tang Silva off hands. Here come the 17s again. Chalk down the middle from the cross court. Set it and forget it.
Oh, boy. We see this so often. If you're watching this age volleyball anywhere on this island, Kalachok, tell you what, there's so much firepower here. 27 kills in the state final. That's a ton of kills in the state finals this year. She is a lot of fun to watch.
MMA won their 25th state title this past November. Serve put in play, rolled over right side from Kaniho, and it is a 7-0 run for Kuikahi 17s.
Jared Yamamoto trying to stop the bleeding a little bit. He's got Callie Piper in that back row. Good passer.
Compared to the tough serving there from Kealohilani Cox. Tipped over, third contact. Here come the 17s. So the middle will go from Reed Gillett, off hands and out of bounds. An 8-0 run will head us to that media timeout here at 13, where it is the youngins up early. 13 serving 5 right here, the TransPacific Volleyball Championships hosted by 7 Gen Culture, the 18U final. Yeah.
The Trans-Pacific Volleyball Championships 2025 are brought to you by 7 Gen Culture, Hawaii Tourism Authority, and these sponsors. Congratulations to all the participating athletes.
And mahalo to all of our sponsors. You see the crowd, it is packed here around court number 4, our championship court here. Again, 90 teams began here in the 18U on Saturday, and they have converged now to the final 2. You see they are both wearing red jerseys with silver numerals and lettering in. If you are watching, on the left side of your screen is the 17 squad, currently on an 8-0 run. On the right side is the 18 squad. As we come back to live action, Kealani Cox puts her serve in play. 18s will go to the middle. From Heifer Sanders finding success, and they stop the bleeding, as you said, Lori, ending that 8-0 run.
That's her second kill, and 2 of the 3 kills early in this match have been by the middles on that 18 side. On the other side, it's Palad Chalk leading this charge with 3 kills here early on in set number 1.
As Jason Miyazaki off the bench puts her serve in play. 18's looking to make a comeback early on. Chalk left side off hands. Tipped over. Here come the 18s. From the Kailua to the middle again, and we'll go to Heifer Sanders off the dig. 17s will keep it alive. Chalk rolls it over. Nice run through dig there from Moriwaki. Piper on the left side. Can't put it down. 70s with the dig in the back row. Rolled over. We play on. From the Kailua again. Left side. Piper finding success. Left side pin.
Nice. Callie Piper rotating to that left side for Kuikahi 18 is going to help him out with that firepower. Gets her first kill.
As the Kailua gets that set all the way to that left side pin.
And she's so stable in that back row as well as a passer, but they need her up in that front row.
Chalk will tip it over after that nice serve there from Miyazaki. Piper again. Back-to-back kills. The Iolani Raider getting kills for the 18 squad on your right side.
A high set, just sort of an out-of-system kind of ball, and she does a great job of staying behind it, right? Just bangs it off the block and out. Savvy swing there by Callie Piper.
Miyazaki again in the service box. Back-to-back points there from the 18 squad. For the 17s again, they'll go to Chalk. Cross-court, Moriwaki the dig. As it goes free-balling over. Again, Chalk left side will two-handed over. 18's on the opportunity again. On the right side goes Tang Silva. Took a little off, was backpedaling, goes off the tape. 3 straight points for the 18's team.
Interestingly, what about that familiarity, right? You saw that great dig by Moriwaki to start this, but it was also that push to Callie Piper, who lined up perfectly. Some familiarity there. Knew that was coming, turned it into a point.
Nice serving run again here from Miyazaki. Puts her serve in play. Through the middle will go from Reed Gillett off the dig. No net called. Replay on. Rolled over there from Piper. Chalk again, left side off the double block. Diving dig there from Miyazaki. Piper again, left side off the hands. Here come the 17 squad from the back row. Does not clear the net. 4 straight points as the tough serving from Jason Miyazaki has gotten the 17 squad a little bit out of system.
It really has, and I think Piper beat in the front row as well. Cox had that dig and came over to try to hit that back row set, maybe asking a little too much on that play.
Trailed by as many as 8. Now they're within 3. Chalk again. Left side pin goes off the forehead of Journey Tang Silva, out of bounds.
Journey Tang Silva. There's somebody that can take it out there. It's Tang Silva. That's kind of laughing it off, and you just see the pace and the turn, the late turn by Chalk.
Kind of mellow off the bench, puts her serve in play for the 18s through the middle again. From Heifer, Sanders can't put it down, put over on Tudor from the Kanilua. 18s again will go left side, Piper down the line, dug nicely back with her from Kalama Kingma. As the 18s will send a free ball over. 17s will go left side again, Chalk off the hands, Moriwaki the dig, tight to the tape, kept alive, free ball put over. 17's over in transition from Nakanilua, dug in the second touch there from Heifer Sanders. Right side there for Tang Silva, that will get out of play.
I think that was Kalama Badgett with that scramble in that back row. She was on the floor, had to get back up, put a hittable ball up, and they end up getting a score on that 18 side. Nice job. You see this, that was a real scramble play by the 18 sides, the kind of play that can kind of pick you up and get you restarted on this side.
The call puts her float serve in, cross court it will go. 18 trailed by 3. Chalk again, left side off hands. Pinballed around, then be free balled over. For the 17s again, Chalk left side pin, off hands, out of bounds, and just Kala Chalk taking over left side again.
I feel like she's just turned it up, right? Just kind of gets her bearings a little bit early in this set, and man, she is banging from that left side. Kind of interesting. I haven't been in a club setting in a while. Lots of whistles around here if you guys are hearing that, because there are a lot of matches still going on around this final.
Honolulu again puts her serve in play. Tang Silva can't put it down for the right side pin. The 17s will go cross court off the dig and out of bounds as the 17s take that 5-point lead, 16-11 here in set 1.
Back rows for both these teams, really fun to watch. We've seen Maddox Taniguchi on that 17 side and been talking about Moriwaki. There she is again.
Left side will go to Piper, down the line, Nakanilua with the dig. Transition ball to the right side, that wrist away shot from Poema Kalama Kingma. Down the line, forget it, 17-11.
You know, I like Kalama Kingma. You look at her, she's probably got the most size on the court right now. She's got that beautiful high hand, starting to learn how to turn the ball, use more of the court.
Some good communication there, back row there from Moriwaki and Miyazaki as that float serve goes out of bounds.
Yeah, this is a nice floor here too, Tiff, right? It's kind of easier to see when they've got those offset colors, right? You kind of get a better sense of, instead of just having that same color with that, these sport court floors have really turned out nicely.
Those colors really do pop out. And through the middle, popping through is Kaya Hadlock, finding hands. As they again side out first ball contact, the 17s team does. As they lead 18-12 here, set 1.
First kill there for Hadlock. First really crisp attack out of the middle for that 17 side. Most of the stuff's been coming from the pins.
Chalk puts her float serve in down the line. They lead by 6. Middle attack there from Kennedy off the block. Recycle the point for the 18 squad. This time, however, left side from Piper, denied access. Kalama Kingma along with Hadlock.
Hadlock, a kill and a stuff block. Good little series right here. Tough to tell, both of that long hair. It's a broadcaster's nightmare here today, everybody, because we got red on red. We've got a lot of long hair covering some numbers, but we're fighting our way through it. Good thing we have some familiarity. Good
thing we do, and that's what Billy V talked about as we began our broadcast. These two teams practice in the same facility. 18's team, 17's team, they've played each other so many times, whether it counts or not in terms of practice or game type situations. But how impressive is it for an 18U tournament to have a 17's team make it in the final? They haven't dropped a set this entire tournament.
Yeah, you know, it's impressive, and you've watched sort of the evolution of club volleyball. A lot of times it was the 17s that had that stronger, right, you know, you played up, right? There weren't as many great volleyball players in your own age group, whereas now it's really sort of about the 18s, but a lot of the 18s committed, and the 17s in terms of their college choices and stuff, that's sort of go time, right?
Nice reception from Moriwaki, middle back position. Piper can't find hands. It goes out of bounds. That lead grows to 7.
So Callie Piper with a couple kills on that left side. Try to find her on the right. That ball just long.
Again goes cross court. Puts her serve in play. Rolled over. That will hit the antenna. That from Kyla Kalama Badgett, or rather Kalama Badgett, I beg your pardon. Lead now grows back up to 9.
That's a pretty big block. Kalama Kingma and Padlock in that front row.
Once again, our up official Hunter Leniak will blow his whistle, beckon for serve. Chalk again. Keeps her tough serve in play. Piper from 15 feet out rolls it over. Opportunity here for the 17s. Into the block. Smartly to recycle the point. However, no coverage there. Solo block there from Kalama Badgett.
Nora Carey on that side, on the right side. That was a tough swing. Had to keep it inside of the antenna. Rolls it over the top of that block. Nice play there on the right side by Nora Carey.
Piper goes back to serve. As the 18s trail here by 8. Tough float serve received nicely. Left side will go to Cox. Wipes it off hands. Here come the 18s. To the right side it will go to Badgett. Tools the block. Natural point for the 18s in transition.
That's a good aggressive swing by Kalama Badgett, right? Big block on that side, and she just goes after it off that outside hand and out of bounds. Nice kill there by Badgett.
Another turn of serve for Piper. Tough knuckleball serve. Off of Taniguchi, kept alive. Free ball coming. Opportunity here for the 18s. They'll go again, right side, Badgett. That wrist away, cross court, 3 straight kills. Net violation as well. The 18s team has begun to find some success. Right side pin with Kalama Badgett.
You know, and I think they were a little bit tentative on that right side for a while early in this match, finding a couple kills from the middle, but banging away on the right now.
Deficit is now 6. Piper again, serve just over the net. Nice reception there from Taniguchi. Tipped over there from Cox. Milwaukee will chase it down. Kalama Badgett rolls it over, wrist away, keeps it in play. Again, left side for Cox on the 17th squad. Off the hands, kept alive. They're going to swing right side from Badgett. Off the hands. 4 straight points for the 18 squad as they're within 5.
They're turning some defense into offense. Some nice digs is keeping things alive, and that right side coming alive for the 18s.
And another timeout called from Kano Obri in the 17 squad. But Laura, we talk about these two teams. Both were in the top 8, so they got buys in that round of 24. Kuikahi 17s hadn't dropped an entire set this entire tournament leading up to the championship, whereas the 18s team had to come from behind, lost the opening frame to Space Needle in the quarterfinal round, and then also in the semifinal round, lost that opening set to the Spike and Serve 16 squad. So a little bit more extra time played for this 18 squad the last couple of matches.
Yeah, a little more adversity, right? And a lot of that has to do with the pools you're in, right? Kind of just when there's as many teams as there are here, sometimes you'll skate through a pool, sometimes you won't. When you get to a final, it's nice to have faced a little bit of adversity because you're probably going to get that in a final.
Quick timeout. Piper puts her serve in play to the right side. Carry blocked. Covered nicely back there from Chalk. From Cox, left side pin into the double block. Kalama Badgett along with the former Leisure-Down Bulldog, Sydney Kennedy.
Yeah, Sydney Kennedy, pretty stable up there. Stays slow and tight to the net, doesn't try to overdo, gets good penetration on the block.
The 18s team now trails by 4. Nice run here from Piper. They get the 17s out of system. They get a swing from the back row. 18s to the middle from Kennedy. The hammer drop, and all of a sudden they were down by as many as 9. And don't look now, but the older squad within 3.
You know, it's kind of amazing, too, when you look at Callie Piper. That ball coming off of Piper just drops a dime. And it's Kennedy with the block and now the kill from the middle, providing that spark in the front row.
Another tough serve there from Piper going into the cross court. Right side, Kalama Kingma into the hands. Kennedy and Kaniho.
We can't call it the Manoa Roofing Company, but we can quit
Which
the Kapiolani Roofing
Kui
Company.
Kahi?
Yeah, the Kuikahi Roofing Company, that's it. And Sydney Kennedy having herself a rotation right here, 2 in a row.
Well-formed double block, 18s trail, 19 serving 21. The 17s will go to the right side, going off the hands, out of bounds. Poema Kalama Kingma finding the hands off the block. Much needed point in transition.
A good set way out to that antenna, right? Gave her a little bit of room to go down the line. Also, you look at Callie Piper, all that she brings to this team, the service run, the passing in the back row. We saw the swings out of the left side. Does a lot for this 18s group.
Tough serve there from Mary Kate Kawakami, who just checked in. Kalama Badgett, right side pin off the dig, and that will get out of play. The 18s team rather hanging around, trailing 20, serving 22.
Kalama Badgett, nice high hand on that right side. Take a look at her. Lots of different swings, just sort of torques that down the line and catches some hands there.
Punahou buff in blue. Ahead Moriwaki, tough float serve just over the net. Right side of the attack from there, Kalama Kingma offhands, just out of bounds. Nice tool shot there from Kalama Kingma. Right side pin as they keep that 3-point cushion, treading here late in set 1.
Offer Sanders back into that front row for the 18s as well. She had a couple kills early in this set.
18s need a point, right side pin. Who else? Kalama Badgett, right side pin. As she'll go back to the service line, much to the delightment of the 17th squad.
I was going to say, not to the delight of Jared Yamamoto. She's deceptive though, right? A little bit longer maybe than you think, and certainly the ball comes off pretty hot. Having a good set here.
Started at Damien, then matriculated over to Moanalua, played for Alika Banting. Badgett again, that tough float serve into the cross court will go. Back row to Chalk, tips it off the hands. Can't be controlled. First touch there from Tang Silva. Has 4 set point opportunities coming up here for Kuikahi 17s.
When in doubt, you set Chalk wherever she is on the court, right? Finds her, not the perfect set, but of course she makes something happen.
Set point coming up here for the 17s. Nice tough float serve, kept alive. Left side will go to Tang Silva. Right there on the scoop is Taniguchi. Opportunity to close it out. Who else? 14 in the red jersey on the left side as Kalachak ends the opening frame. 25-21, our Kuikahi 17s take set number 1. We'll take a break, come back with more after this from the Hawaii Convention Center right here on K5.
Competing to turn secret ingredients into culinary glory, all before time runs out. Find out who's made champion with the Koa cutting board. Watch Kitchen Scraps, Sunday at 7 on K5. Kitchen Scraps is brought to you by Foodland, the Hawaii Food and Wine Festival, and Hawaii Gas.
You see downtown Waikiki, Tip Wills and Lori Santi here inside the Hawaii Convention Center as we are in between sets 1 and 2, and Billy V courtside with a special guest.
Thank you very much, Tiff. Lori, let's go ahead and talk to the tournament director for the TransPacific Volleyball Championship. That would be Ed Chun here. First of all, this is amazing, and there's a lot of people here today.
Lots of people, 25,000 total spectators and participants.
Yeah, first of all, tell me about, there are many sides, positive sides to this. Talk about the economic for a couple of moments.
Yeah, just 5,000 offshore guests are coming here visiting Hawaii, so hotels are being impacted, our shopping's being impacted. Here, just interacting with the local communities being impacted. So a great blend between our local community and tourism all in the same.
You mentioned community. Talk about the impacts to the community.
Community, just you have everybody here, the who's who, not just volleyball players, but you have football, baseball, everybody influential in sports is here today.
Okay, talk about, you've got people that are coming from other countries, not to mention from the continent of the United States. What have you heard from the teams that come here for this tournament and what they experience?
Well, the experience is second to none. They're coming from a cold place, right? Most of them are coming from either 0 or below 0 or something chilly. And to be able to be in Hawaii where it's basically summer and year-round, they're just loving that. But then they come and match that with competition. Now that's a perfect blend and perfect recipe for a major tournament to happen.
How important is it for Hawaii teams to experience playing teams from elsewhere in their brand of volleyball?
Well, I think this early in the season, when they have the ability to play high-level competition from around the world, it really gets them prepared for the rest of the club season. So I think something like this to start off the season to really impact their journey throughout this regular season to get them looked at for collegiate level and everything else really helps.
Now, just a reminder, the winner of this 18 game is going to go to nationals, and that's going to be where? And AAU, right?
Yep, AAU Florida. They have 5,800 teams competing at the event. And so we're excited to see who's the winner so that we can award them that that bid going into that national tournament.
All right, Ed Chun, once again, tournament director. It is the Trans-Pacific Volleyball Championship here at the Hawaii Convention Center. As we get ready for the next set, let's get you back over to Tiff and Lori.
Billy V, thank you much. Ed Chun as well, and Savon Leone. Again, what an amazing job there by the 17th squad. Highlighted there from Poema Kalama Klingma.
Yeah, absolutely. She had 6 kills. Chalk, of course, with 7 kills. 17s hit 213 in set 1, 125 for the 18s. A couple more blocks. Digs pretty even. The nod for the 17s, 24 digs to 22. The back row and the serve reception has been excellent by Moriwaki and by Taniguchi. So back row play has been great. You need a few more kills out of the 18s for them to keep this close, right? A little more firepower shown in that first set.
And also what's really cool is that this championship match shown on television where these kids who are in high school, some are going to graduate later this semester, but to have the ability to play local television, not just in high school state tournament, but also in a club tournament scene as well.
Yeah, and Ed Chen's done such a great job. And, you know, we had that little shot before of what it's like to be in Hawaii in January.
Kalama Kingma again, left side pin. 17's taking that first point here in set number 2. They lead the match 1-0.
Important that the 18s kind of get off to a good start right here, too. If you've seen enough to know it. You don't want to get yourself in a hole here.
Top again, that top serve. Right side there from Tang Silva, though. See that ball hit the top of the block as they recycle the point. Piper in transition scores the kill. We're tied at 1.
Callie Piper, the go-to in this rotation. Yeah, talked about what an event this is, and it has been busy. I mean, there are lots of people here, and lots of people that we've known sort of generationally whose kids are here, right? Tony Nishida being one of those, Kalachak, Tony Chalks, you know, that's been interesting to watch, and just one of the Wahine greats. I can remember seeing her when I first moved over here, and there's a lot of her and her daughter and her, and it's been fun to watch that. Good to see Tony here.
And middle blocker Aaliyah Heifer-Sanders with a tough serve, getting the ace, puts her serve again in play, and then in transition on that block. Off the cover, can't pick it up. Double block there from Piper along with Kennedy.
It's Kennedy's 4th block assist, and she has been great up front. Kind of undersized, maybe around, maybe about 6 feet. Tough to tell from here.
The pink shoes make her 6'1".
That's right. Pin shoes, man. Pin shoes.
Another tough serve there from the middle blocker Sanders. High hands goes. Cox diving dig. Nicely done there by Sanders. Keeps it alive. And then in transition, right side pin, Journey Tang Silva finding the open floor.
Wow, Heifer-Sanders, what an athletic play. Super awkward right in front of us over here. Watch that, just chases it down, tracks it. Piper puts up a hittable ball. Nice counter there by the 18s.
And you know all the middle blockers are saying, Coach, I can dig a ball in the back row. I can put my serve in place. She does so just yet again. As Kealoha Lonnie Cox, again, left side, finding success, left side pin. Well, the great thing about this tournament, Lori, is that it's a local tournament, so a lot of these families get to come. They save money on travel, airfare, hotel, and many extended families and teams from Oahu, and rather Hawaii, Molokai, Maui, Big Island as well here in this tournament. And he has to free ball it over. Opportunity here for the 17s. Left side it goes to Cox. Into the cross court. Got it.
When they can run stuff quicker right off the set, it's tough to get over there on the block on that left side for the Kuikai 18s. A nice couple tempo sets there.
And as you see, Maddox Taniguchi in the gray jersey, she is the libero for the 17 squad, as they will go left to right. Again, the two teams in the same team rather, as the middle attacker from Kennedy lays a hammer in the middle.
This is unbelievable hammer.
Again, the same club team, 2 age divisions. The 18's on your right side. The middle blocker, Sydney Kennedy, with that very powerful kill in the middle.
Well, Setter's doing a nice job here early in this first set.
Lilo serve can't get over the net, but again, 2 teams, same club, a lot of familiarity with these 2 squads. The coaching staffs coach together on the Iolani girls side. See Jared Yamamoto, the head coach for the 18 squad. Looks on as his attacker on the left side cannot keep the ball in play from Kalama Badge. A little tough of a set, but also the tough perception, as that's where the 17s team has found some success so far in this match.
They really have. You go back to the neighbor islands too. It is just so nice. I remember that as sort of a mom of somebody who went through club myself. It's nice to be able to play in these tournaments against the red hot Sanders from the middle gets a kill off the block. And it's nice to be able to mingle with, but it's also, we've seen some really good California teams here too. Temecula went far in this tournament, and you know, we've seen obviously they've got the boys tournament here as well. So what a great event. I mean,
Space Needle from Washington made it into the top 16 as well. We've seen teams from around the Pacific as well. Set 2 with the 18s up 6-5 rather. 17s will go left side. The attack does not clear the net. 18s lead it here by 2 early on.
I like that choice by Nakani Lewis. She went to the middle, then something a little quicker inside. Cox just couldn't quite catch up with it.
7-5 with the 18s team serving right to left here in set number 2, needing this set to extend the match. As the 17s won it early, 25-21. Left side swing there from Cox. Finding hands, it goes out of bounds.
Really like sort of how dynamic Kea Cox is. Watched her during the season, and you know, when you're in the high schools that a lot of these girls are playing at, there's a lot of firepower. It's an unbelievably high level high school situation, so you're feeding a lot of hitters, and Cox kind of getting a lot of sets here. You can just sort of see how dynamic she is.
Cox from the service line, tough swing there from Canijo. Left side pin picked up back row. Rolled over there from Chalk on the third touch. 18's going to swing again, left side from Canijo. Taniguchi right there. Chalk again, left side, just too hot to handle. Left side pin, all square at 7.
I always feel like Chalk's so good, even as young as she is, making late swing decisions, right? Sort of seeing the block, turning it, letting up on it, hammering it.
Cox puts her serve in play. The 17 squad rolled over left side from Canijo. Misses the court wide as the 17s retake the lead 8-7.
Canijo's had some glimpses of brilliance from that left side. That ball just wide, but what a tough angle that swing was. I'm giving her the shoes of the game too, by the way. We haven't really passed that word out yet, but that's top 3 for me, buddy.
Serve creates a free ball opportunity, but Anara Reed-Gillette can't put the free ball over in play. We're tied at 8. And you just see so many color schemes all around these shoes. Bright.
Yeah, you've seen that evolution way more probably than I have. I mean, they changed their...
Left side will go to Chalk. I think that went OTT. Split the block right over the top and landing in.
Isn't that a song? Oh, no, that's OTT.
Yeah, you know me. That's OPP.
That's it. Okay, I knew I was close. I'm aging you there, too. Nice swing there by Chalk.
Off the bench comes McKenna Mellows. 17's back in front, 9-8. And another tough serve. Left side goes to Canijo. Rolls it off the hands. Back and forth we go. We're tied at 9.
Nice swing there by Canijo. Didn't do too much. A little bit smaller block there, but took a little off. Tools it off the block and down. They needed that.
And that set from Lilo came about 12, 15 feet off the net. So really not in system, but still able to find kills.
Gave her a little space.
And the tough float serve put in play. Tipped over there from 2 from the Kanilua. And the Ohio State bound setter finds the open floor.
Second time we've seen Nakani Lua with that particular dump right in the middle of the court. First one came up, this one down for a kill. That left hand, right? You know, that's like those lefty setters, but I think all setters now, right or left-handed, understand the importance of being able to dump with that left hand.
17's back in front, 10-9. Nakani Lua puts her serve in play to the right side. It will go from Canijo off hands. Kept alive, free ball opportunity here coming for the 18s. Honolulu again will go left side. Tang Silva finding success. We're tied at 10.
You mentioned it, same set, right? Gave her a little space off of that net on the left side. Second kill, similar set. Nice swing right there by Tang Silva.
A lot of snap right through that double block. Tang Silva has the set tied at 10 as Miyazaki comes back into play. Puts her serve over. Right side will go to Chalk. Rather, that was Kala Chalk right side, but misses the court wide. 18's back in front.
Bold swing right there, too. Right down the line, just missing. Stays in your head a bit, though, right? When that line opens up, so as a blocker, you're making that adjustment.
Offside there for Miyazaki. Kalama Kingma can't put it down from the left side. Nice dig backward there for Miyazaki. Piper goes into the hands, covered. They'll recycle the points. Piper again, this time off the dig. That gets out of play.
Nakani Lua in the back row. Doug Piper in that first set off a pretty hard seed that was hit to right back. This time it's Piper that gets the best of that.
Again, a lot of familiarity with these two teams in the same club, and anytime you get a dig, you kind of have that extra little look through the net with a smile to end it. 12-10, the 18s with the lead. Right side it goes to Chalk. Off the block, not on the floor, it kept alive. They're going to say it was a very late ball that hits the floor. 17 thought they had a cover. It was not. Double block for the 18s team is going down, but the elder statesman in this club, that lead, 13-10. Media timeout. We'll step aside, come back with more from the Hawaii Convention Center right after this. You're looking live at the Hawaii Convention Center, right on the corner of Atkinson and Kopiolani. Our 18U final here in the gold bracket championship match. And a familiar two teams within the same club. Kuikahi 17s won that opening set 25-21, but the elder statesman in the club, the 18s team, halfway through the second frame, Lori, they lead at 13-10.
Yeah, I think they've just countered better than they did in that first set, right? Not as many terminations on their side. They've turned digs into points, and they found some outside firepower with Piper.
Left side from Kalama Kingma into the block, forehands across. They're from Heifer Sanders along with Journey Tang Silva. It is now a 4-point lead. Credit the tough serve here from JC Miyazaki.
Also 7 total team blocks here early in this second set, so nice adjustment at the net for the 18s.
Miyazaki again puts her serve over right to left. Through the middle comes Hadlock. Off hands, kept alive, recycle the point. Left side, Kalama Kingma goes over the block. No touch called. Lead grows to 5.
So funny. You see all the girls kind of smiling. We have no net cam here, right? You kind of feel like sometimes they know a little something on that side. But you know what? That all evens out, Tiff. That all evens out.
It really does. Miyazaki again puts her tough serve in play. Right side will go to Chalk. Finding hands, out of bounds. Nice job and serve receive, but just a lot of firepower there from Kalachok.
Boy, and that was really almost a trap set. I thought for sure that was coming back, and just manages to use that block, get that ball to go out of bounds. Savvy there by Chalk.
Jump float serve there from Chalk. Nice reception there from Moriwaki. To the middle will go. Heifer Sanders finding success through the middle once again. 15, make that now 16-11. 18's team on top.
Moriwaki, 15 service receptions, 1 error, and we've seen her be nails in this set number 2.
You'll see her wearing the green H and Zappa trim this fall. She'll be playing for the Rainbow Wahine for head coach Robin Amo. Heifer Sanders puts her serve in play. Left side from Cox. And again, the 18s team with yet another block. This one from Kennedy and Tang Silva. It's a block party here in Kopiolani.
It really is, and you kind of feel like they know where it's coming. That block is established pretty early, right, when they go to Cox, and you're trying to get that quick tempo set, but that block is there, and Sanders has been unreal in this set number 2.
Between Sanders and also The former Leisure-Dan opposite, now playing in the middle, and Sydney Kennedy. And if you're head coach Jared Yamamoto, this is the 4th match for your squad the last 5-6 hours. The last 2 matches, quarterfinal round, semifinal round, you lost the opening set. You knew you had to put everything into the second to get to the third. What do you like from this coaching staff with Jared Yamamoto leading the way for this 18th team?
Well, you look at the block statistics, they've obviously made an adjustment. They're guessing, right, or they're committing perhaps onto that, certainly that left side when Cox is over there. And then I think that Callie Piper provides that, I don't know, there's a calmness about her, right? She just provides that confidence. But Sanders has really been the key to the set number 2. She has dominated with her swings and with her blocks. And that's your fault.
That is the broadcaster's jinx as the float serve ends the rally, goes into the nets.
And you know, you're a serve and pass guy, right? So Moriwaki's been excellent in this set, and as has Taniguchi on the other side. You know, when you have 2 Hawaii teams playing, the ball handling will probably not be a huge issue.
You want to
right?
serve away from the player wearing that alternate color jersey.
Yes.
As the 18s with that reception, right side tipped over there from Tang Silva. 17s will get a swing right side from Kalama Kingma, finding hands out of bounds. They trail 13, serving 17.
Kalama Kingma's done a nice job in just her shot selection being on that right side as well. I'm sure Aubrey had that conversation. Hey, you know, do something with that swing.
Maddox Taniguchi to serve, far side. Wearing the gray jersey, puts it in play. Tough reception there from Miyasaki. From Piper, finding a hole through that double block.
She's off the net too. Such a touch swing right there by Piper, right? You got to have pretty good feel. She buries that right in front of the block. Little bit off pace. Really nice swing there by Piper. No panic in a set that was wide,
and
right?
the nice bump set there from Kalama Badgett, putting up a hittable ball, left side pin. Hawks left side pin off the dig. That from Moriwaki. Transition ball to Piper, left side in the block. 18s will recycle the point. Kalama Badgett will roll it over. Opportunity here for the 17s. Cox left side. She will score. 14, serving 18.
She needed that from that left side. Cox had gone cross court 2 or 3 swings. That time it opened up. And remember, you've got Chalk in the back row, right? So they have not been able to get out of that rotation. We haven't seen many back row sets.
Float serve put in play as the 17s try to make a comeback here midway through set number 2. High ball to Kennedy in the middle. Just missing the fingers out of bounds.
Good timeout, huh?
And
Good
again,
timeout.
that lead for the 18s team now down to 3 as they call the time. You see head coach Jared Yamamoto talking to his squad again. A lot of these players will be playing at the next level. But for the 17 squad, led by head coach Kanoa Aubrey, the head coach as well for the Iolani Raiders, won the ILH, lost a very tough state final to Kamehameha Kapala. We've seen Chris Blake here around as well. And that's the cool thing about this local tournament, that you see a lot of these high school coaches that some coach clubs, some don't, but also some that want to come to these tournaments and see players on not just their varsity team, but JV, intermediate squads perform as well.
Of course, we saw Robin on Los Santos. We've seen a fair amount of college coaches. Obviously, this is one of those tournaments that college coaches are coming to, especially this time of year.
Out of the break, Kalama Kingma puts her serve in. Nice reception there from Moriwaki. Tight set left side. Tipped over there from Kalama Badgett. Into the block goes Cox, off the hands, free ball over. Tight to the tape. Kalama Badgett, again, somehow finding a hole in that block. 18s with yet another point.
And sort of out of system balls too, right? Another nice pass, bump set for a kill. Good patience from the hitters and bettering the ball in that second touch.
There you see Callie Piper. Tough float serve into the cross court, back row there for Chalk. Sends it long. And if you're the 18s team, you don't want to be swept 2-0 by the team that is in the younger age group. You want to battle back in this second set to try and force the third.
Yeah, there's definitely some elder bragging rights that are at stake here.
And Piper, that tough float serve. Nice set there from Makani Lua. Left side pin from Cox off the touch. Diving dig there from Moriwaki to libero. Rolled over. Miho the third touch. On the left side again. Too hot to handle. Kealoha Cox scores the kill for the 17s team.
You know what's interesting about watching Cox is you almost feel like there are times she's underset, right? I mean, the tempo's there, but when she has a little bit of time and maybe a little more height on that set, boy, she gets up and over that block.
Just the serve for the 17 squad, trailing by 4, make it 3 on the service winner.
Kind of interesting to watch Jared Yamamoto, right? And we talked about kind of Aubrey, of course, them coaching together, as you mentioned. Very much yin and yang. I mean, Yamamoto a little bit, it's a different kind of huddle. We know kind of Aubrey, fiery guy. He said he's mellowed since he's aged, but, interesting to watch those coaching styles on the other side of the net now.
Again, left side pin, off double block, out of bounds it will go. And for the 17 squad, you've got your best hitter in the front row, and you're recognizing Bailey Nakani-Lua finding 14 in red on the left side. Another kill there from Kalachok.
Yeah, that's why that gas pedal was on. Yamamoto didn't want to get into this rotation too early.
Badgett, left side, it goes to Canijo, off block and just out of bounds. 17s are arguing that the ball didn't hit the block.
Yeah, felt like that might have come off the tape, but.
Well, and as our up official, Hunter Heleniak, will have a conversation. We saw it earlier in one of the matches that we were watching before we got to our televised match, one of the boys' matches in the semifinal round. They were joking, one of the teams from Outrigger they made the international signal with their index fingers, and they will award the points to the 17s team.
They called it out.
As they called that ball out of bounds, that it did not clear the tape, so 4 contacts called. But again,
what an awful long way, right, for that.
Long way, yes. Puts her serve in play. 17's trail by 1 to the middle. Will go from Kennedy off the block rather. Moriwaki the save, rolled over there from Canijo, third touch. Chalk again, left side. This time into the block. Kennedy and Kalama Badgett.
Nice adjustment there by Kalama Badgett. Chalk has had a lot of success sort of turning that ball towards the line and off. This time they directed back into the court.
Very underrated pin blocker, Kyla Kalama Badgett. Moriwaki puts her serve in play. Chalk left side, just goes right back off the hands of the block, hammers it off the hands.
That's just a heavy shoulder, right? They're just a different sound when Kalachok swings. It's that Heather Bowen sound, right?
It just sounds different.
It just sounds different, man. Yeah, it does.
You hear that ball hit the hand, and you're just like, whoa.
Yeah.
Lefty Mello puts your serve in play. 17's trail by 1. Left side swing there from Canijo. Diving dig back row, that from Mello. And a free ball opportunity coming up here for the 18 squad. To the right side of the goal, Kalama Badgett rolls it over. The idea was there, just unable to find the baseline. Yeah. Tied at 21.
I think everybody was sort of sitting on where was that second and go. Thought it might go to the middle. A lot of choices there. Put it back. Just couldn't get the kill out of it.
As you see, Jared Yamamoto, the head coach for the 18 squad, calling for time. Nice job from the 17 squad, led by head coach Kanoa Aubrey, as they've been trailing for the majority of the set. Have this now tied at 21. If you're Kanoa Aubrey for the 17 squad, what are you looking for here in this timeout?
Yeah, you're looking for your left side right in this rotation, but you're also making sure that you're studying that pass and getting some touches on the block. The 18s have done a nice job early in this set. And I think if you're on the 18 set, that intimidation, right? Just keep countering. Keep countering, keep getting balls up, even out of system balls that are having some success at getting killed, at least making it difficult for that 17 side.
And again, even during our timeout here, the 18s U final, you see so many other courts still in action. There's going to be over 1,400 matches over these 3 days of this weekend tournament.
That is crazy. It's a buzz. It's a vibe, everybody. Come on.
That vibe here, the championship court. Again, left side pin there from Canijo. Off the block. Nice job by the 18 squad. Out of that timeout, get the nice reception on serve. Side out for the points.
Yeah, there have been some productive timeouts by Jerry Yamamoto, but they've come out and put some runs together.
Badgett, her serve just over the net, down the line, and will go again. Guess who? Left side from Chalk. Change of pace. She has all the shots in her bag.
That's like a 5-tool shed there, right? Like you got line, you got soft, you got so many weapons in that arsenal.
22 all here in set number 2 for the 18s. It will go left side. Tang Silva off the block, diving dig back row for the 17s. Right side swing there from Poema Kalama Kingma. She will score, but a nice dig in that back row for the 17 squad. That was Nakani-Lua, the setter.
Yeah, it was really nice back there and kept it alive.
Nakani-Lua again to serve. Received nicely there from Moriwaki. To the middle will go. Heifer Sanders rolls it over. Opportunity for the 17s. Chalk rolls over off the touch. Kept alive. Free ball over. 17's another opportunity. This time we'll go right side. Kalama Kingma off the block. Covered. Left side swing there from Chalk, off hands, out of bounds. What are you going to do if you're the 18 squad?
That's unbelievable. That ball just chipped up. What a great job. Nakano Lua gets that set up and just so quick off her feet. I don't know how Chalk got that kill in a full swing.
Championship point, serving 22. Nakano Lua puts it in play. 18s need it. They'll go left side. Tang Silva off the block, covered. Can't be kept alive. They haven't dropped an entire set this entire tournament, and they go 2-0 the entire tournament. 25-21, 25-22. Your champs of our 18U final here at the 2025 AAU TransPacific Volleyball Championships, hosted by 7 Culture. The youngins of Kuikahi 17s, 25-21, 25-22.
Really thought the 18s were going to pull that second set out. Super competitive match. More really than it looks on paper. They really went back and forth, some familiarity, but you know, you look at Kalad Chalk, her numbers towards the end of that set. Sanders was great on the 18 side. Libero play, pretty much what we expected, right? 2 really good ball handling Hawaii teams from the same club. Good entertainment.
So the 17s get the bragging rights. We go courtside. Billy V with the winning head coach.
Coach, congratulations to you and the team. Awesome match. Kind of talk us through it. Set number 1. Your thoughts?
Yeah, we got off to a good start, you know, got some rhythm going, and then, you know, they're an 18s group, and they stood strong and made a little run for themselves and created a little bit of momentum their way. But we found a way to hold on in that first set, and they came out strong in the second set. And I'm proud of our girls, the way they just battled back, you know, and able to get us back into this second set and way to finish at the end.
Okay, so you've been actually telling them over the past couple of days, rhythm, to get into their rhythm. What does that mean for you?
Yeah, you know, once we flow, we kind of get into that flow state, then we're pretty tough to stop, and we play, you know, just what you said, in rhythm with each other, and just with what we're trying to do, and connecting what we're purposely or intentfully trying to do with our thoughts and connect them to our touches, and that's all we're trying to create.
What is it like having to play Kuikahi and defeat Kuikahi in a championship game?
It's always fun. You know, we have this type of competition in our practice gym pretty much every time. So it's great to get an opportunity to be out here in a big environment, big match, and big tournament, to see how it goes in live play. So it's always fun. It's the 3rd time we played each other in the final this year, and you know, we're lucky to be on top this time.
Okay, so now nationals. You get the bid, you go to nationals. That's in Florida. That's a whole different story there. Your thoughts?
Yeah, you know, it's another step up, right, when you get to nationals, and you know, the level of play, especially against the mainland competition, you know, it forces you to work on your craft and get better and improve each and every time. But again, our practice gym is great. It'll help prepare us, and I feel like we have the only practice gym that allows these kids to develop at that high level here locally.
Okay, we knew the winner was going to be Kuikahi. We just didn't know if it was 17s or 18-17s. Once again, getting to go to nationals. All right, let's get you back over to Laurie and Tiff.
Billy V, thank you much. Congratulations to Kanoa Aubry and the 17th squad for Kuikahi. You see them there. A lot of shakas, a lot of smiles for this group. They were very impressive this entire tournament, Laurie. Did not drop a set this entire tournament. You
know, and how do you know, if you're Kanoa Aubry, what he has established here in this club situation where your 2 teams out of 98 teams, your 17s and 18s end up in the final. There is a lot of firepower on both sides of the net there. I think we really got to see Kalad Chalk, who really is the premier outside hitter probably in the state right now, rise to the occasion, come back and get 14 kills, really bring them back in that second set. But it was a pleasure to watch some really good Hawaii volleyball teams.
You see head coach Kanoa Aubry flashing the shaka. He's happy because his squad has just received paid entry to the AAU National Championships in Florida this coming summer. You heard Billy V mention that earlier as well, but he's more happy that as a club director,
right,
his 2 teams, 17s and 18s team, it was an easier journey for the 17th squad, but they did not drop a set this entire tournament, whereas the 18s team faced a little adversity, dropped a set in the quarterfinal round, dropped the opening set in the semifinal round, but he's very proud of his 18s group for making that tough journey, quarterfinal, semifinal round, and battling their way here into this championship match.
And also, of course, he made a point of it. You know, he is right. That practice gym right now with these 17s and 18s, you're getting better every day. It's hard to have 20 super competitive players in that same sort of 2-year age group where, you know, you're getting really good competition every practice day. And they've got a long journey right now. They can sort of work on all the little stuff, right? They've gotten a bit. They can just sort of plug along and become better and better, but not quite have that pressure of having to qualify as much, right? They've got a place to go.
14 kills there for Kalachaka as the Kuikahi 17 squad, your champs of our 18U final here at the 2025 AAU Trans-Pacific Volleyball Championships, 25-21, 25-22. For our great crew, always a pleasure to work with you, Lori Santiam Tifo, saying so long aloha here from the Honolulu Convention Center as the champs of our 18U gold bracket, Kuikahi 17s.